Hey guys, this is Apple Gamer 24/7. I'm here to give you guys a first look slash overview video today of the Amazon Kindle Fire. I just wanted to give a full rundown of the specs and sort of give my opinions on it. And sorry guys about my voice if I sound a little bit weird. I still have a cold from 2 weeks ago that I'm still trying to get rid of. So if I sound a little bit different or if I sound stuffy, it's because of that. And if I cough, that's also the reason why. So sorry guys about my voice. So let's get started with the Kindle Fire stuff. Now I have all the specs over here on my iPad too. That's to the left of me at the moment. So if you see me look over that way, it's just because I'm trying to get the specs right. So the first thing I do want to talk about the Kindle Fire is that's going to be a 7-inch Android tablet. I'm not really a big fan of the 7-inch form factor, but some people really like it. It actually looks pretty nice. I'll probably put a picture of it somewhere. I do actually like the design a lot. It has a color 1024 by 600 display, which if you know from the previous Kindles, they only have an e-ink black and white display, but this is the first Kindle that I know of that's in color. So now you'll be able to read books, magazines, movies, videos, whatever you put on your Kindle Fire in full color. So there's no more e-ink screen unless you want to buy one of the new Kindles that released. And I'll put links to all this down in the description in case you guys are interested. You're able to read full magazines in full color. That's one of the things that they are sort of like previewing with this thing, is that they want you to buy magazines and read them with the full color display because they say it looks pretty good. And I do have to say, the magazines do look pretty good, but I think they look a lot better on the iPad. But magazines so far, when I see from the preview videos, they look pretty decent. And if I had to pick the two, I'd probably pick between either the iPad or the Kindle Fire. But I like to see what the Kindle Fire does with their magazines. I don't know if they have some type of like animated page layout like iPad does, or they're gonna have their own generic swipe to it. So I'd like to see what they do with animations and stuff like that with magazines. The operating system that runs on is a Android base. Now this is where it gets a little different from stock Android. This is Honeycomb, but it's just the kernel of it. Amazon has built their own layer of Android, a sort of like a bookshelf style UI. Basically, you would stick movies, games, apps, videos, whatever you decide to put on your Kindle Fire, all on a bookshelf, and you basically swipe through them to find what you want, and you just tap on it. Now, I personally like this version of Android. I think Amazon would be smart to branch it out into other pieces of Android, like other tablets and stuff, because I've seen a lot of other Android manufacturers and other Android tablets. A lot of people ask me, how do I find this or how do I use this? I don't really know because I don't use Android, and I usually have to look it up online for that person. So I think if Amazon could, sell this off and license it to other Android manufacturers, I think make Android a lot simpler to use. I think it would make a good consumer choice besides picking up an iPad and maybe say this Kindle Fire. So if Android can get as basically simple as this, I think it would be good. But I really do like this style. I think it puts Android a really simple place, and also makes it dead simple like the iPad. So that's one thing I do like about the operating system. It also uses the Amazon App Store. I forgot to mention this. There's no like Google integration in this unless you download it from the like the Amazon App Store if you want Google Maps or something like that. If you want those, you have to download, but there's no Google branding on this tablet whatsoever. So everything is all Amazon based, sort of like Apple does. They control the software, the hardware, and the ecosystem. So that's basically they're playing the Apple game with this one. It has a dual core CPU, which is good. It's making things run really fast and really zippy. It has the Amazon App Store, like I said, so every app in the Amazon App Store will be compatible with this Kindle Fire tablet, so you can just download the apps right off the Amazon App Store and not have to worry about multiple app stores or having to download apps off the computer and then stick them to your Kindle Fire. You can only get them off the Amazon App Store, but I think once this tablet is released, I think people will learn how to root it, and you can put apps from other app stores and actually get Honeycomb on this. So I think that would be pretty cool to see once it is released. But so far, you can only get apps from the Amazon App Store, and you also can get music, movies, TV shows, and books from their other clouds, from their other services like Amazon Video on Demand, Amazon MP3, and basically other Amazon products will all be integrated with this Kindle Fire tablet. So I think it's very nice. It's sort of like the second iTunes for the Kindle Fire. So you guys probably get what I'm talking about if you're iPad users. There's also a browser that they built. It's not actually like a traditional browser like you would see on the iPad. It's a totally new browser. They call it Silk. Basically, what this is, it basically is a full browser, but all the processing and everything that's done with it is basically done in the cloud. So if you're loading a web page, and instead of giving all of that rendering and all that loading the pages to the tablet, actually go up to Amazon's cloud service, and they will render the page for you and then send it back to your tablet. So making things a lot more easier because the cloud service have a lot more RAM, a lot more CPU powers than your Kindles. They can just render that information for you and then push it down. What's also cool about this is that it has predictive web page forwarding. So basically, what this is, if you go to macrumors.com a lot, if you want to read the Apple news, but you always like to go to the iOS section, it would the browser knows that you like to go there. So what the browser will do is that it will load the iOS page already done, so it's cached in there. And then once you click on the iOS page, it's basically instant, and you're already browsing that page. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that will make its way to other tablets, but I do like the concept of Silk, and I think it's really pretty cool. You also get free cloud storage with this. So the Amazon Kindle Fire also comes with 8 gigabytes of storage built in, but also there's going to be cloud services. So anything that you buy will be stored up by the cloud. So basically, what this is basically you download a movie, you watch it, and then you delete it. You download some apps, you beat the game, then you delete, so you don't actually lose the content. It just syncs up with the cloud, and then sort of like iCloud, you can download those things back again once you are ready to use them, or if you want to watch or play those movies or games again. So that's basically what the cloud service does. The screen is protected by Gorilla Glass, so it's actually going to be really, really strong. So if you have keys or anything sharp in your pocket, and if iPhone users like myself know that if you have keys or something sharp in your pocket, it does damage your screen. So with this, if you have this in your pocket, if you have really big pockets, or you're carrying this in a backpack with pencils and pens or scissors, if the scissors or the pens go across your screen, it's not going to damage it because Gorilla Glass is really strong. So I think that's pretty cool. I think it's a really good added bonus to the Kindle Fire for the price that it has. And unlike the BlackBerry Playbook, this 7-inch tablet also has a built-in email client built in, so you can connect your Gmail, all your emails connected to this without having to wait for a separate update. So I think that's pretty cool as well. So far, that's basically all the specs. So far, what I think about, I think it's going to be a really good starter tablet. I think it's $299, so not $299, it's $199. So it's going to be a really good steal for any techie excited that want to try Android out. Also, I'm excited to see what they do with the next generation Kindle Fire. I know I'm already talking about the next generation, but some of the things that I do think it definitely needs a front-facing camera at least, so they can provide some video calling onto this, because this is the only tablet besides the iPad 1 that doesn't include video calling, but it also doesn't include any mics. So I think adding a front-facing camera and a microphone will give it some more of a competitive edge with the iPad and some of the other Android tablets, but so far it doesn't. And also, I think since Amazon built the operating system, it's gonna like slap the other Android manufacturers in the face, because they have to use their own they have to use generic Honeycomb, and Amazon just took the Android corner and based their own operating system on. So I think that's gonna be really not gonna sit well with the other Android tablet manufacturers. But also, I don't think this is going to be really an iPad killer like everybody says it is. It's not really, it doesn't have the specs or even some of the features that the iPad 2 has. I don't know how people are going to say this is an iPad killer, because